Hey everybody, good afternoon. Just wanted to jump on. Actually wanted to just kind of do like a quick little follow up and let you guys know how Pop In and Pray went. It was awesome. I am working on a highlight video and hope to have that ready by next week. But it was truly a blessing, and it was awesome. Very awesome experience. Hey, how are you? God bless you. I have a word in my spirit. Long time. I know. I love you too and miss you, sister. I have a word in my spirit, but before I jump into that, I just wanted to, for those that have kind of was keeping up and know that we did a ministry trip in Monroe, Michigan, and we did the first of many to come. We held a 3-day prayer gathering called Pop In and Pray. And what we did is for 3 days, we had a location, and for 3 days, we had continuous prayer going on. So it was like open house style. People could come and go as long as they were able to, if they could come in and stay as long as they want, if it was just for a few minutes, if it was for an hour or two, what have you. It was truly, I was in amazement. Like I was in such awe just watching the Lord just work on our behalves. And it was such a spirit of freedom in the house. It was amazing. I mean, people were coming in like nothing arranged, no agenda. It was all about prayer. And I just let everyone know if they had a word, they were free to share it. If they wanted to sing, if they wanted to dance, like whatever. Sorry, I got this little dog here. Whatever they felt led to do, however they felt led to move, that they had the freedom. And true, so true. Like, I mean, we just completely saw like the hand of God move. And so anyway, thank you guys for all of you guys who had prayed in regards to that. It was a success. And like I said, that was the first of many to come. Keep in tune. You just never know. We'll probably be popping into your community. We're going to do these pop in and pray because really there is power in prayer. And sometimes we forget that because life is life and we can get distracted by, the situations or circumstance. So when people come together and they pray, God changes things. So anyway, so I had this word. I actually posted it. I typed it out and I had this little, sign. It said quantum leaps ahead. And I wanted to get on here and just really maybe share a little bit more about it because this thing has just been sitting in my spirit now for a couple weeks. And God has been kind of giving me little tutorials and clues, even as we were out last week ministering and certain things would happen. He said, this is what I mean, by that quantum leap. And so I wanted to kind of get on here because I know many of us in this new season, in this new decade, we are believing God for clarity. We're believing him for just more direction. We're just believing him, just how it is. Sometimes we're going and we need confirmation. We just need that. And so I hope this resonates with you. I feel like this may not be a word for all, but it is a word for some. And just like the scripture says, let he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the church. So I pray that God would open up your ears and eyes of understanding, that it would be a right on time word. It would be a word added to what you've already been sensing in your spirit that will just increase you more. And so I want to just give a shout out to all that are joining me right now. I see a lot of my dear sisters on here, LaVon and Karen and Rose and Sister TT. Thank you so much. I thought I saw some brothers on here too. So, hey, good afternoon. And so I thought it was interesting when I first heard him drop that word in my spirit, quantum leap. I immediately looked it up, in the dictionary. And what I thought was interesting was that it says an abrupt change, sudden increase, and a dramatic advance. And that really hit my spirit because I was like, whoa, I don't know about you, but I have had a doozy of this last decade. It was good, it was bad, it was ugly, it was a hot mess at times, but hey, I made it through. I don't know if you can, bear witness to that for your own situation, but I was like, whoa, Lord, what is this new decade about? What's this new season going to bring our way? And so I started hearing him, he just kept saying, just get ready, prepare, daughter. There's going to be certain times where you're going to experience quantum leaps. And I'm like, what? Quantum leaps? So when I looked that up, that just really hit my spirit because, again, three main things that stuck out to me in the definition was abrupt change, sudden increase, and dramatic advance. And so in this new season and decade, I truly believe that we are going to experience and encounter dramatic advancements, suddenlies. I mean, things are just going to be like boom. And sudden increases, we're going to experience major moves. And it will be abrupt. It will be disruptive to your current system, like the way that you may do things or the way that you're used to doing things. A lot of us, we sometimes we prefer routine. We're like routine type people. Well, I'm telling you, get ready because all that is about to be disrupted. Okay. And the reason for it is because God truly wants to give us an upgrade in our journey, personally, corporately, in our spirit, in the natural, like covering all bases. And he gave me an example because recently I experienced an upgrade, just a small thing in as far as technology, not a big, huge deal, but it was a great teaching moment that he showed me. Like he used, how God will just use certain things and he'll give you an example. And so for a long time I had, my phone. I'm not one of those that go out every year and grab the latest gadget or device. I just don't do that. And so I was kind of behind a little bit. I was behind on my phone as far as what model I had versus what was out. And so I'm not one that go every year or anything like that. Sorry about that. I got this dog here. This dog is a hot mess. So what I experienced was all of a sudden, I was blessed with a sudden upgrade, like a sudden increase. So I went from being like 5 phones behind to current. Okay. And, I tell you what, even though my old phone, still was able to take the upgrades of what was happening in the new, software, it just wasn't running the same. Okay. So even though it was able to take the upgrades every time one would come out, I found what I began to see is that my phone it's doing it, but it's sluggish. Okay. And so I felt like the Lord used that as an example. Like this is how these suddenlies are going to happen. You're going to go from one spot to the next. Okay, you're going to be, it seems like you've been behind in the race, but come on now, I got a word for somebody. Really, you haven't been a sprinter, you've been a marathon runner because God's been building momentum. He's been building the pace with you. So you haven't been behind. He's just been preparing you this whole way because you know how it is. Like when you see track and field and you see them out there running, you always see that one that looks like they just way behind, like they might as well just quit. Give up, just give it up, throw in the towel. They might as well just do all that. And next thing you know, when it's time to bring it on home, you see that one that was lagging in the back. You see them, all of a sudden they just start, woo, it's like a boost, happens. For some of you guys that, we're in that same age category. Remember how the old school video games used to be? You'd be playing and all of a sudden you would hit the boost button and then you would take off. Well, I'm coming to tell you right now, God is about to hit the boost on you. You're about to take off. The word that I heard with this quantum leap ahead is he's about to catch you up. Okay? He's about to catch you up. I don't know how that may resonate with you. Only you know how it would apply to your life, your situation, your circumstance. But I tell you what, my brothers and my sisters out there, I felt this word in my spirit. I felt this word in my heart. I felt like God says, daughter, I'm about to catch you up. I know it seemed like you was behind, but you weren't. That was really me. He was pulling me back. You know how when you got a bow and arrow in hand and you just pull, and you're just stretching it back, you're stretching it back, you're stretching it back. And then all of a sudden, bam, the more you were stretched, that means the further you're about to be propelled, the further you're about to go. That's what that stretching was all about. That's what that pulling back was all about. And so I just felt in my spirit that I needed to get on here and encourage my brothers and sisters. Come on now, that your upgrade is right there around the corner. That when it begins and you hear the Spirit of the Lord say to you, jump, you make sure you obey. You make sure you jump, because the wind of the Spirit is going to catch you and catapult you into your purposeful position, okay? Come on now, did the word not tell us? Come on, that's right. Did the word not say, it says the first shall be last and the last shall be first? Come on now. Well, that's getting ready to happen in this new season, this next decade, this new thing that he's about to do. Everything that we've been going through, everything has been about this time, this moment, what we're about to experience in this new season, this new decade. Come on now. All I know is by faith, I'm receiving it. By faith, I have raised the bar of my expectations by faith. And the scripture tells us that we walk by faith and not by sight, and that we have to trust God. So no matter what is going on around us, no matter what may be happening, if he puts something on your heart, trust him. Trust him. Let me tell you something. We went all the way to Michigan. He put Pop in and prayed. He told me it'd be the first of many. I wasn't even sure if anybody would show up, but I tell you what, God was good, because people began to come, people began to show up, they began to just experience a move of God, and it was simply amazing. So I wanted to jump on here and tell you to expect and get ready, because quantum leaps are ahead. They are heading your way. And I tell you, it's going to happen suddenly. It's going to happen fast. Come on now, get ready. So anyway, I love you guys out there. God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, like, and if this has been a blessing to you, share. It takes like 1 second to share. Share it. Let's get the word out. Somebody is believing God for their confirmation. Somebody is saying, hey, I just need a little bit of assurance on what I'm walking in right now. So I just ask you to do that, because you don't know how this may just be just what someone is needing to hear. Hey, God bless you guys. I love you. Take care. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.